So what do you guys think?
What?
They can't see your thumbs up, Jen, by the way.
A++.
It's over?
Oh, okay.
That's the part I was talking about. Yeah.
Great. See.
Let me go through my notes.
Podcast space on. Hey guys, welcome to the first ever episode of Filmtasmic. It's me, Jen, and Royce here with you. And so what we do here for our podcast, we just review, discuss, have fun, and talk about Disney movies, Disney shows, from Marvel to Star Wars, Disney Plus, anything and everything Disney.
Everything Disney.
And we're so excited. So we're so excited for you guys to come and join us.
It's going to be a magical journey.
Yes. And today's first episode, I'm so stoked for this, is Alexander Hamilton.
Alexander Hamilton.
And today we have a very special guest with us, all the way from Honolulu, Hawaii. Please welcome Chris.
Thank you guys for having me.
Woo! All right, welcome, Chris.
Thank you guys.
One of the things that we're going to start doing or start our podcast off with is the icebreaker. So that's to get to know us and we warm each other up. So today has to do with Hamilton, and it's a Broadway musical. I don't think it's actually a Disney musical, but it's on Disney Plus, so we're talking about it. But the question of the day is, if you could pick any Disney movie to turn into a Broadway show that hasn't already been done, which would it be? So Chris, since you're our guest, you can start us off.
I know it's kind of like in the works right now as like a live action movie, like a lot of live action movies have been for the past few years. But I think a really good animated movie to see on stage probably be Hercules.
Ooh.
Yeah, just because there's a ton of action in it, really good songs, and because I used to do like theater and stuff like back in middle school and high school, and I was always like involved in like stage crew and stuff. I think seeing like ancient Greece on stage, especially if you've never been to Greece, would be really cool. Even if it's like a Disney rendition, it'd be really cool to see on stage. So ton of action, good movie. Ton of action, good music, great set designs. I think that would be a really cool one to see on stage.
I agree. And the music's great in that movie.
Yeah. The music, it's perfect for a musical.
Yeah.
It really is. Yeah. Can you imagine the five? I forgot their names, but those five like choir women singing.
The Muses. Uh-huh.
The Muses, yeah. Just like having them just like be your ensemble
It'd be
singing.
great.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see that. That's a good one.
Yeah. Jen, what about you?
I would want to see Princess and the Frog.
Oh, that's a good one.
Oh, that's a good
They
one.
have good music. And then like the trumpet, you can like involve like all that music in there. And then, I mean, come on. They just have a lot of great songs in there. And like, I'm sure like the set design would be amazing to look at too.
One thing that's pretty cool about Princess and the Frog is her cooking, and that'd be really cool, a special effect if in the audience you can smell the cooking going.
They, like, blow the
that's
scent out.
Cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you know, like whatever
is
she's
really
cooking,
cool.
yeah, just like smell that out in the crowd just to give them that effect. That'd be a really cool special effect. Sorry, that's me thinking as like a set designer again.
Yeah. Disney don't take his ideas.
Yeah.
I know, bro.
They belong to the podcast. Well, you guys stole both my ideas. At first I was
Oh,
like, I have a
shoot.
great one, Hercules.
Oh.
And then I was like, wait, what's another one? Princess and the Frog. And then you took it, Jen.
Sorry.
So I was like, I was trying to think. So I thought of two.
The two that we
Moana?
said.
I know.
Moana.
Yeah, those two. Moana, I think, would be really cool.
Yeah,
just like with the
that'd be-
effects of the ocean. I'm sure there
Yeah.
would be like a lot of like LCD screens and stuff like that.
Yeah.
The other one I was thinking is Coco. Like another good
Ooh,
music.
yes.
And like you could be really interactive with it and like go on the audience and do a lot of
Ooh.
dancing.
All the visual effects going on with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be
So,
cool to see. That'd be trippy as hell, though.
I know, with the dead people.
Yeah,
and-
exactly.
Yeah. Oh, that's interesting.
My 5-year-old ass would freak out during that show.
Yeah.
Like, dead
What
people.
the-
Exactly.
Like, all right, thanks for that icebreaker. So now let's hop right into Hamilton. So I'm going to give you guys a brief summary and we're just going to give our thoughts on what we thought about it.
All right.
So the film version of the original Broadway smash hit Hamilton combines the best elements of live theater, film, and streaming in an astounding blend of hip hop, jazz, R&B, and Broadway. Presenting the tale of the American founding father Alexander Hamilton, this revolutionary moment in theater is a story of the America then, told by America now. So what do you guys think? Thumbs up, thumbs down?
2 thumbs way up.
Absolutely. They can't see your thumbs up, Jen, by the way.
Oh, just picture it.
They can hear it.
Yeah.
So have you guys seen the play before in person, or is this your first time watching it?
It was first time.
Yeah, first time. I didn't get a chance to see it. Like, there's so much hype around it, and I really want to, but
And
yeah, I
it's
never got a chance to
expensive.
see it. Yeah, it's expensive too. I was talking to my brother the other day, and he was saying that like he was able to see it on stage, but obviously it wasn't like Lin-Manuel. And he said that he actually liked the Disney Plus version better because it was Lin-Manuel.
The original cast. Where did he see it at?
He's back in the Bay Area, so he saw it back in San Francisco.
Oh, so he must have saw the same cast I did. Yeah, I saw it back in 2017. I remember like getting online for it. Like I think I waited like 2 or 3 hours in like the virtual queue for it.
Whoa.
And finally getting tickets. I was at work. I was like, no one bother me. I'm trying to get tickets to Hamilton. And they were expensive. Like I think it was like I spent like $500 each on it.
Jeez.
Was it
like,
good seats?
I know. It was in the orchestra, so it was like
I was gonna say,
15 rows back.
Were you in the damn show to pay that much? My
Yeah.
God.
I know. It was crazy, but like there was so much hype around it. Like you guys have to see
Yeah.
Hamilton, so it was like a thing. But it was amazing. Like when I saw it in person, it was amazing. Like just being there, and I was like, oh my god. But then I was like, I heard the original cast was better, I guess, in a sense.
Right.
So it was good to see like this original, because they're all like doing other things now. I don't even think they still do it.
I hear Lin-Manuel is pretty busy nowadays.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Do you have a preference over like the live or the Disney Plus version, or they're both equally good in their own different ways?
You know, at first, because I was like, because I left. I mean, when I saw the San Francisco cast, I was like, I don't see how anyone could do this better.
Little did you know.
I know. I was like, the original cast, who?
Yeah, exactly.
And then so I saw when I first started watching like the Disney Plus version, I was like, I don't know how I feel. And also my volume was down, like I didn't have it all the way up, so I'm like, the sound isn't even that good, like I can't hear this, like this sucks. And then as soon as I fixed the volume, I was like, oh my god, this is amazing. Like Lin-Manuel Miranda is an amazing Hamilton. Like all the characters were so believable.
Very.
The singing was top notch, because I've listened to the soundtrack, and it matched the soundtrack.
I have a new crush on Philippa Sue for sure.
You do? Yeah.
Beautiful voice.
dude,
Yeah.
I don't know. I was just like, I mean, because I never watched it before, but like my mom and we both sat down and watched it together, because she was like, I want to watch it. And I was like, okay. So we watched it together, and then just the first scene, like I already know the song because I heard the soundtrack, but like, once you hear that, how does a bastard orphan son of a whore? And then I was like, oh, it's happening. Like
It's real.
it's real. And so then like just hearing that, and then legit, I don't know, I think my mouth was like open for the whole thing. I
The
was
whole
like,
time.
what? Oh, what? Like, what is happening? And then I had legit chills. And that's good. If my body gets chills listening to music from, that must be good.
Did you guys know that Hamilton actually started as a mixtape and not a musical? So he was actually writing as a mixtape CD.
Wow.
wow.
That would have been totally
Yeah.
different.
So then he turned it into this full-length play.
Jen, you texted me last night. You said you were like in tears, and I was wondering. I'm like, if you were in tears, like did you not? Were you just moved by the musical itself, or did you not know Alexander Hamilton gets shot?
Oh,
Oh shit! Spoilers.
Spoiler alert.
Sorry, but
I don't think people know he died.
I know that's what I was wondering. I'm like, that's why you texted me. I'm like, I was thinking like, okay, like at the end, if she cried, is it because she was so moved by it, or did you not know Alexander Hamilton gets killed? Because I knew that, but I was wondering like maybe she didn't know.
I knew he was gonna get killed. But I
okay.
mean, it was just even like when Philip, right? That's his son, Philip. That part when he died, that scene, and then seeing Hamilton crying and then Eliza crying over him. That part was like, that wasn't even singing. It was really, right? It was more like a scene. It wasn't. So that part, I was like, whoa, I don't know. See, I don't even have words. This is like, but I'm
You're speechless.
Wrong movie,
I know,
guys.
we're helpless.
Helpless.
Helpless. What's speechless from?
Aladdin.
Oh.
We're doing it
That's-
into helpless, but we're singing speechless.
That's Princess Jasmine's song in
Right.
live action. Aladdin.
That is true.
Stay
That's
That
right.
wasn't even in the
Are you
cartoon.
kidding?
It was like their own original song. It's like you don't need that.
But yeah, I mean
Yeah.
that part made me cry, and then or like Burn, that part made me cry when Eliza right with the Reynolds pamphlet
The pamphlet.
letter
The Reynolds
pamphlet,
pamphlet.
that like that part. Oh, I don't know, Philippa Sue, who played Eliza, I mean the whole cast was good, but just she had that emotion. And I
Mhm.
watched an interview with her online, and she was like, they were talking about recording for Disney Plus, and she's like, please just let me have a tear for this one scene. And like, and then we
Mhm.
saw the tear, and I was just like, oh my gosh, I like her.
That was one of the cool things that they got so up close with the characters. Like
Mhm.
even like King George, you could see him like
Legit
spitting.
spit.
Oh
and
God,
stuff.
are we gonna
He
talk
was
about that later?
spitting.
Yes, that's gonna be its own segment.
Yeah.
Like
Oh.
legit.
Oh, is it? Okay. Okay. Well, let me hold
Okay.
on. But no, speaking of him getting killed at the end, I forgot he got killed at the end.
Right.
So like when he was going to go meet Burr, I was like, what's gonna happen? I totally forgot. I kind of thought.
They say it in the beginning. They say it in Alexander
Yeah.
Oh,
Hamilton.
did they?
I'm the one who and I'm the
Oh.
damn fool who shot him. Like he straight up says it.
We're like,
I didn't.
Yeah.
You.
I gotta say how I know who Aaron Burr is though. The only reason why I know who Aaron Burr is.
Hmm.
So I'm assuming you guys have seen Big Daddy with Adam Sandler.
Mhm.
Hip Hop Anonymous?
Yeah, Hip Hop Anonymous.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
there's that one point where the little boy Julian is preparing to say his part in his school play or whatever, and so Julian plays Ben Franklin.
Mhm.
And then before Julian goes on, there's a little kid who goes on before him, and the little kid is playing Alexander Hamilton. And then the little kid says his whole spiel, and then the last thing this kid says is Aaron Burr shot me. And that's the only reason why I know who Aaron Burr is because of that weird little kid in Big Daddy.
Oh.
Yeah, like I learned
Wow,
something
they
from
got
that
you
movie.
prepped.
Yeah, they really got me. It's like that's the only. Other than that, I had no idea who Aaron Burr.
So
was.
that's what
Yeah.
he's famous for.
That's crazy.
Whoa.
Oh, it's a weird ass reason to know who. Yeah, it's a weird.
Burr,
reason.
sir.
Burr, sir.
So what was your guys' favorite song in the movie? Or the play? I don't know if it's a
I
play
would call
or
it a musical because it literally is like an entire
a
song.
musical.
It's like Les Mis. It's just all
Yeah.
music.
You're saying.
I wonder if they're gonna make a movie out of it. Like, because I always thought, because they never record like musicals. Even when I left, I was like, oh, I wish they would make like a movie, like
Like a live
how they did
action.
like Les Mis and all those.
That'd be cool.
Speechless.
Helpless.
Speechless.
Enjoy our singing, guys.
Hamilton Part 2.
So favorite song? I actually have one song that I like, and I have one kind of guilty pleasure song.
Okay.
My guilty pleasure song actually is "Helpless."
Yes.
Oh, okay.
It reminds me of like an early '90s female R&B group, but like a little bit more hip hoppy.
Yeah.
You know, almost like Destiny's Child, but like a little
Yeah.
bit more like hip hoppy to it.
Yeah.
And it's super catchy. It really is. And then Hamilton comes in, and he just he does his bridge
Mhm.
too, and it's cool to like see the relationship develop between Eliza and Hamilton, even though like it was supposed to be the older sister, right?
Mhm.
Angelica.
Angelica, sorry.
Angelica.
But yeah, it was supposed to be Angelica, and then
You guys.
And Peggy.
And Peggy. Real quick.
Don't forget Peggy.
We're like the Schuyler sisters right now.
3 Matins.
I call
would I be Peggy because I'm the guest? Because Peggy doesn't even.
yeah,
show
you're
up.
like and Chris. Like
But wait, didn't Peggy have like dual roles? Was it the same lady that played the mistress?
Mhm. Mariah Reynolds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, okay. That's her name.
But yeah, Helpless was a good one. But my favorite by far was My Shot.
Hmm.
Oh, okay.
My Shot, just because there's like so many meanings to My Shot. I really think it kind of like encompasses what the theme of the actual musical itself is. And yeah, there's like so many deeper meanings to it. Like one, my shot, like at the end, again, spoilers, like my shot, like Hamilton not taking his shot when he had the opportunity to shoot Burr, right? Like he purposely missed. And then him just taking advantage of every opportunity, right? My shot, like when you're at a bar, you don't throw away your shot. Like it's very disrespectful if someone buys you a shot, you know? So, I mean, if a girl bought me a shot, I'm not throwing it away. That's like never gonna happen.
You're like,
take it.
Yeah, I'm not throwing it. I swear to God, next time I walk into a bar, that song's gonna be playing.
You got it on your boombox?
I'm gonna come in dancing and shit. Yeah.
Like West Side Story snapping?
That's definitely West Side Story.
But that was, I read that was one of the reasons why Lin-Manuel Miranda took the role of Hamilton, because I guess he was saying that, because he was going to either choose Burr. He had the option to either be Burr or Hamilton, but he said that Hamilton was so different from his real personality of like, he's aggressive, he goes after what he wants, he's like very out there, and Burr is very reserved. And I guess also he said he wasn't cast in a lot of movies where he was the main character. He was always the sidekick, so
this really was his shot.
It was his shot.
Good one.
He's not throwing it away.
See what I did there?
Yeah, clever.
Got it.
What was your favorite song, Royce?
It's kind of a weird one. Okay. But I liked George Washington's Going Home.
I knew it. I knew that was going to be your favorite.
Did you really?
Yeah, I just had a feeling. Yeah. I was like, oh, get it, George
Washington's Going Home. And it was just like, cool. I was like, I like this.
Yeah.
And I also kind of like the rewind, when the older sister, Angelica, was talking about how she could have taken Hamilton.
Ooh, Satisfied?
I just thought Satisfied. Yeah, I like that too.
Yeah.
So I guess you could say that Angelica threw away her shot.
Oh my. Ding!
I'll let myself out.
She threw it away.
Satisfied, actually, Jen was talking about that too. She said that she liked Satisfied as well.
Yeah, no, I love, dude, I have that, I downloaded that song, it's on my phone, and I keep listening to it. Like, what's her name, Renee, the actress's name? Dude, that's like, she's singing, and then she's spitting bars. I was like, girl, this is okay. But, like, I like how they did it, and then they had that turntable on the stage, and so they did like that whole scene they did for Helpless, then they reversed it, the whole scene backwards while she was singing that. Like
that turntable was so useful. Like it just added like another element to it, you know what I mean?
That was so
like
cool.
Reversing it and then like turning it away, highlighting someone new. So yeah.
I didn't say this in the beginning, but I got to go backstage.
Shut up.
And I got to walk on the
Why
stage.
didn't you lead with this?
I don't know, why didn't I say that?
That is like big news.
That's pretty. Yeah,
because my dad knew the security guard, and he was like, "Yeah, you guys want to come backstage?" And so we came backstage, and like we met some of the people. Like I don't know who we met, but like we saw the costumes, and like we got on the turntable. It didn't turn, but I was like, "Whoa, this is so cool!"
But you got to be on stage though.
I got to be on the stage. I got to take my shot.
You should have just been like, "How does a bastard?"
I got to take my shot. Is that you just said?
Start the. But it was funny how like small the auditorium, I guess you would say, looks from the stage. I was like, whoa, like I can see the top, so I guess they can see everybody. Right. I don't know. But, yeah. But thought I'd throw that in there.
Yeah. Good timing.
Cool no, I'm kidding. No. Yeah. I don't think any of you guys did that. I'm just wanted to throw that out there.
No, considering I had never seen it before, I couldn't really jump in.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know.
But no, I think my favorite song. Oh man. For sure, Satisfied, because that's just a banger. But I don't know. I'm stuck on like Guns and Ships because Lafayette was like being
Guns and Ships.
He's being like Busta Rhymes in there, basically.
That's actually what I wrote down in my notes. He was like Busta Rhymes in Look at Me Now.
Right? I was like, whoa.
Yeah, that's a good analogy.
Yeah. Oh, and then he had to do it in a French accent too, like. So that was, wow, I like that one. And then I also like Wait For It.
Oh, yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, Wait For It was a good one.
Yeah, I like just how he does it too. Like it's soft, like, and he's talking about like what, like with his mistress's name, I forget her name.
Yeah.
But he's like talking about her, and he's like, oh, she's married, but I'm gonna wait for it until, then I can get with her. And then it leads into Hamilton, and then it's like climaxing.
Wait for it.
Wait for it. Wait. I was like, whoa,
Yeah.
chills
Calm
again.
down.
But
And that's like the complete opposite of like who Hamilton really is too.
yeah, he doesn't wait. He just,
No, he doesn't.
I don't know. But then, like another song I don't necessarily like, but it's always stuck in my head is King George's song.
Oh, I love
It's
his.
always
little song.
stuck in my head. The da 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 da
Yeah.
Da 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 da! Sing it, sisters!
But I like in the beginning when they showed him, he's just stiff, and he's just like da da da
Yeah.
da, and then like eventually throughout the whole play, he sings the same tune, but then he starts to loosen up, and then at the end, he's even
Yeah.
dancing, and he's sitting on the
Yeah.
stage with the rest of them. I thought that part
Yeah.
was pretty funny.
I heard when I saw it that he was from the original cast. I don't know if that's true because I didn't know the original cast at the time. But they said that he was from the original cast that came to travel to San
Jonathan
Francisco.
Groff.
Is that his name?
He's a Glee guy, right?
Yeah, he was on Glee. Jesse.
Oh,
You'll
Yeah,
Be
he's
Back
amazing.
was cool. I actually was really into it.
Glee.
yeah.
No, You'll Be Back.
Oh,
He'll be back.
You'll Be Back.
No, You'll Be Back was cool just because it was King George and it was just by himself. He didn't have company around him until the end, right? You had to focus on him.
Mhm.
You had to focus
Yeah.
on the spit. It was like
The spit was
it's like
there.
it was like a bad break.
Let's just talk about this guy's spit right now.
Are we gonna talk
This
about the
is
spit
an
now?
opportune
Yeah.
moment to talk about his spit.
We gotta talk about the spit.
Yes. Well, first, fun fact: Jonathan Groff is also the voice of Kristoff from Disney's Frozen.
Yeah.
Whoa, really?
Yes.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
Kristoff's so likable though.
I know.
Complete opposite, right?
He doesn't spit.
Yeah.
No, I'm kidding.
Doesn't spit.
Yeah.
Maybe he did and you just couldn't see it.
Yeah, it was off screen.
Or maybe by the time it got to the mic, it got frozen.
Oh my gosh.
But
You guys really shouldn't have me on.
But even like Lin-Manuel addressed it that he spits. So like
he did?
yeah. So Jonathan Groff, then he addressed it. He goes, "Yeah, I'm just a spitter." Like he's like,
Just Jonathan being
yeah,
Jonathan.
he says even like when he's on Little Shop of Horrors, he's like, he sings, he spits, he sweats. He's like, I don't know. It's just funny for just that part. Disney decides to zoom close to that for his
Mhm.
I think they did that on purpose, just
Yeah, I
because
think so
they
too.
had it.
right.
I was gonna say, was this a straight through recording? Like, was this one performance, or did they like piece different recordings together?
No, they pieced it.
Really?
So
Oh.
there's actually a continuity error. I think it's during one of the Skylar Sisters song. I think it might have been Satisfied, but Angelica, if you look like at the bottom of her cut of the dress, she has a flower. It is Satisfied. So she has a flower like on the cut of her dress, and then the next shot she doesn't, and then the next shot she does, and the next shot she doesn't, and they just keep going back and forth. If you just look, okay, I kind of know like it's kind of near her tatas, but if you kind of just stare at that area, like the flower goes away and then comes back, and then goes away and then comes back. So there's like a continuity error here.
Oh.
So they filmed it a certain amount of times, one in front of a crowd, or not. I don't know how many, but they've done it in front of the crowd, and then they've done it without a crowd so that you can get the zoom in action. 'Cause
Oh,
can you
that's
imagine?
what I was
Oh, I
wondering. I'm like,
see.
how are they getting the
That's cool.
camera like on stage following them when there's an audience?
Mhm.
Like,
Can you
Yeah.
imagine like being the audience and there being a goddamn camera?
yeah, it's just like,
Just
dude,
following,
I'm
like-
trying to
Like, what are you
watch.
doing?
Yeah.
I want my money back.
Yeah. I don't think this huge ass camera was there during the American Revolution.
Right? Oh,
It wasn't. Who was gonna film it then?
I doubt it. Where did you get all those pictures from?
I don't know. But and then today I was, because I was on YouTube listening to their songs and stuff. I ran into so Hamilton when they were on Broadway with the original cast, they didn't know how big it was gonna be, like as a success. So before the play started, people would go and line up, and they would do lotteries for tickets.
Mhm.
There were like so many people that went for lottery, and like Lin-Manuel Miranda said he felt so bad that a bunch of them couldn't get tickets. So they started doing this thing called Ham for Ham. So they would do like mini shows, like the cast would come outside when people were waiting and do little shows for them. So they get kind of an experience and be like, oh, I actually saw Lin-Manuel Miranda. So there was one I saw on YouTube, and it was Jonathan Groff and then like two other guys that played King George, and they did the Skylar Sisters song. And then like so they came out and they're lip syncing it, and then they're like work like.
Yeah, nice. That actually would have been really cool to see, though.
Yeah.
I know. Like James Corden does a little crosswalk shows. Maybe they could have did that
Yeah. Well,
for like 30 seconds.
and he did the carpool karaoke with Manuel Miranda.
Oh,
in
he
it.
did.
Yeah. He did
Yeah.
some Hamilton.
Isn't he working on a new In the Heights? I think Lin-Manuel Miranda.
I don't know.
Yeah,
He's
it's
so
another
talented.
adaptation of a Broadway show.
Just so talented. Like,
I was just gonna say, who is your favorite character in this movie or this play or this show?
hard.
It's so hard to pick, I guess.
Just for actually, mine's not a character, but it's the actor. Mine was David Diggs.
Oh yeah.
Because he just spits bars as Lafayette, and then as Jefferson, he's just like this cocky kind of like, "Hey, what up?"
Yeah.
kind of dude. You know, like he's a laid back, chill dude as Jefferson. And I'm a little biased just because like he's from Oakland. So yeah, I think David Diggs, just because he played two different characters, and then he got just all his music going in. Like another one of my favorite songs was the Cabinet Battle.
Yeah, it was just like a rap battle. I thought that was funny.
It felt like it felt like 8 Mile.
Because George Washington comes out with the mic.
There was so much build. They were like, that part was really cool too. So they were just like, it's about to go down.
Yeah,
that's what it felt like.
And then he even said, he goes, "If you don't know, now you know."
Yeah, and then he threw that out there, and I'm like, oh, it really does feel like a rap battle. But yeah,
it was very New York.
It was very New York.
Yeah.
But yeah, David Diggs as those two guys for sure.
Yeah, I love Jefferson. He was it reminded me of like a Prince character almost, like his swag, and performance,
Yeah.
I agree. Yeah, I like how he could just switch it up so easily too, like with the accent, and then all of a sudden be
true too,
like Jefferson.
Versatility. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, man, I don't know. I can't pick a favorite one there.
You kind of said one in the beginning, like when we started. You said Philippa Sue as as Eliza.
But I mean,
you cried.
Dude, I cried hard.
What's your favorite?
Burn. Like,
if she makes you cry, I can imagine her being your favorite.
Dude. But I like Angelica too.
Oh, okay.
Because
Angelica was a good one too.
She's the wittiest.
She is, yeah. She is.
No, because I think just because it's Satisfied and how she just performed that, I was like, whoa, this chick talented. But I mean, like,
is that all she sings? Is Satisfied? Like just different iterations of Satisfied?
She sang It's Quiet Uptown. She had a part in that.
She has parts of it, but Satisfied is
her
essentially
thing.
like her main song.
Yeah.
Her theme song,
Yeah, I mean, it's between those two, Eliza and Angelica.
Really? Not Peggy?
And Peggy.
No, I'm kidding.
Like,
I was just saying.
Peggy the Mistress is better.
I feel like Peggy, like if we're comparing it to Destiny's Child, I feel like
She's
Peggy
Michelle.
is like Michelle Williams.
She is Michelle. Like Peggy.
Michelle.
And Peggy. I like George Washington.
Yeah. He was another.
That's I just thought he was just very strong, right? He was just like the man, like George Washington.
Yes.
Like, and I think in what I read was like, originally they were going to show his death scene because he died. I don't know if you guys know. Spoiler alert, he died.
George Washington dies?
He died. I know. But I guess they felt like when they sung my favorite song, George Washington's Going Home, that was like his goodbye. So they didn't need to be repetitive with it.
That's a good idea. And it was such like a good finish when he's saying that. I was like, dang.
Yeah. I want them to sing that at my retirement party or something like that. Like when I leave the office the last time.
Then I'll come in, wait for it.
Or they sing Burn.
Burn. You either get fired or you retired. Which one?
Yeah, for real.
Yeah. When I'm fired, actually.
Yeah, there you go. They'll do Burn. They got a song for every situation.
Right.
So did you guys have a least favorite character?
Peggy? No.
And Peggy.
It's kind of like Peggy's like the Meg from Family Guy.
Yeah. That's true.
Shut up, Meg.
Yeah. She's just there.
What's that guy's name? I mean, he's not even like a big part of it, but the one that dueled against John Lawrence,
Oh,
The first.
Charles Lee.
Yeah, he was annoying.
Yeah.
Wait, who was that?
The what guy in the 10,
He-
10 Dual Commandments?
I don't
I
even
thought you
remember.
watched this, Royce. No, I'm kidding.
Like, what happened?
So Charles Lee, the one who Jen's referring to, Charles Lee, he's the one who was put in charge of his little troops, and then he basically just shits the bed,
Mhm.
and that's what makes Hamilton come back into the army after. Remember, he got like told to go home.
Yeah.
Yeah,
To be George Washington's assistant.
yeah, and then Lafayette comes in and persuades Washington to bring back Hamilton. So the reason for that persuasion is because of Charles Lee.
Yep.
And how he just like did a poor job of leading him. Gee, I don't know if I had like a least favorite character. I kind of liked everybody.
Right?
Yeah, like no one really stood out just to be like, oh, I hate this guy.
Right.
What about Mr. Reynolds?
Mr. Reynolds. Oh yeah, what a fucking deceiving little dick. Like trying to get money for that. Thank you. I'll pick that guy, Mr. Reynolds.
Yeah.
Mr. Reynolds.
Yeah.
Annoying.
I think he used
Yeah.
Mariah. He said, "Yeah, keep going. Keep having your affair. I don't care about you that much. I just want my
Yeah.
money." Like,
Yeah, that's all he cared about was money. Wasn't in it for the love.
mm-mm,
Not at all. No,
mm-mm.
he was in it for the money.
I don't think this character had a name, but I don't like the guy who shot Hamilton's son. Like,
Yeah.
that made Hamilton feel bad. Oh, I just looked it up. It's George Eacker. Eacker.
Oh, the guy who was talking shit about Hamilton, and then
Hamilton.
and then the guy. So that character, yeah, he was talking smack about Hamilton, and then Philip, being his son, being like, "Yo, like stop talking all this ish about my dad,"
Mhm.
and then
Right.
they went at it. Yeah, okay, I get it. I feel
I
it.
respect him, his son, sticking up for his dad.
Yeah,
Family
for sure.
first.
He didn't have to do
Yeah.
that because
Yeah, I get
Hamilton
it.
kind of was getting a bad name.
Mhm.
Yeah, I get it.
And then like, cause of him, right? And then Philip died. Thanks to him, I cried.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
right.
he made you cry.
He made me cry,
So-
asshole.
But think about it though. Philip dying, that's what brought Eliza and Hamilton back together. They reconciled.
That's true. Yeah,
Yeah.
that is true.
Yeah,
That is true.
that is true.
But it's kind of Hamilton's fault his son died, right? He's
Yeah,
the one who
I
raised the
was
gun.
like, you're the one that
like
told
shoot
me.
his ass.
Shoot his ass.
It's like you shoot first.
Yeah.
Take your shot.
Every time you say that, take a shot out there.
Yeah.
Every time you have a shot, it's your shot to take.
Not that kind. This alcohol.
Oh, I thought you
You are
meant
not
like,
responsible for any murders on this
Yeah,
program.
Jesus.
He
Yeah,
went,
disclaimer.
come on.
Sorry. See, that's
Only
what I mean. like,
alcohol.
that we don't promote. Yeah, we don't promote drinking and driving either.
That's right. So
Take your
if
shot
you're
at
participating in
apple
this game,
juice.
don't drive.
See, that's what I mean. Like my shot, it just has so many layers to it.
Right.
Right. What is Hamilton rated, dude? I wonder.
I don't know.
What would you guys guess before I look it up?
A
On, like,
plus,
Rotten Tomatoes?
plus. Oh.
No, I'm like the parental guidance rating.
Oh, I thought you meant like it's score.
Like, is it a
PG-13. It can't be R.
He's talking to Aaron Burr, and then he was like,
sir?
Aaron Burr, sir, when he said, why don't you take your shot and then get with that girl that you love?
Bang, bang, bang.
Bang, bang, bang. And then he said, she's married. He goes, oh? He goes, to a British officer. And then he goes, oh, shit. Like,
Yeah, I remember that.
This is why it's PG-13.
yes.
It's got to be PG-13.
It's PG-13.
Mm.
I was gonna say, is it G? But then there's a lot of like violence in there.
Yeah, and like
Sexual
sexual
innuendos.
jokes. Well, like Philip,
Yeah.
remember when he was like, just graduated, y'all? And then the girls were like, oh my gosh, it's Philip Hamilton. And then he was like, what did he say?
But it's stuck. Oh,
And then he
sorry.
goes, and when I come back, we could strip to our shoes or some stuff. And then
Yeah.
I was like, you're nasty.
And there's a little cursing in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Super. But you know how you said, so your favorite character or song was George Washington?
hmm
So, Lin-Manuel Miranda, he wrote the songs for Moana.
Mhm.
hmm
So, wasn't it Curtis Jackson? That's his name, right?
Chris Jackson.
Chris Jackson.
Jackson.
Excuse me. Chris
Yeah.
Jackson. He was the singing voice for Moana's father.
Oh,
Oh,
Yes.
a connection there.
Connection.
Uncle Dwayne couldn't do it.
Uncle Dwayne was Maui.
I know, but I'm just saying.
You're
like,
welcome. man, I like the cast. I like their chemistry too. It's just so.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, even when I was watching the interviews they did, like to promote this for Disney Plus. I don't. They have such a good vibe, all of them.
Yeah.
And it's fun to watch them. They just look like a good group of great friends. Like,
Yeah.
It wasn't forced, yeah.
yeah, it wasn't
Best
forced.
buddies.
Yeah.
It felt real.
Oh, and then you know the guy that played Philip Hamilton and then Peggy. They are engaged in real life.
Are they really?
Oh.
Yeah.
I wonder where they met.
Good for you, Peggy. You did something.
Yeah.
Yeah, Peggy got her a man.
Yes, Peggy, work.
Nice.
It was funny at the end of it though. I was like, I want to watch it again. I was like, wait, I can watch it again.
Right?
It's I'm streaming
Yeah,
it.
you don't have to pay $500 this time around.
I'll have to pay. I was like, that's the thing. Like all those people that were gonna pay money to see it, they can just pay the $7 for Disney Plus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And just watch
But
it.
do you
know?
think there's a difference from watching it Disney Plus and then watching it like live?
Live.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel it, yeah.
I feel like
I never saw it live, but I feel it.
there's probably a
Yeah.
whole different energy, right? Like,
The energy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
mm.
One thing I did like is that they included like the intermission.
Yeah, I thought that
in
was
the
so
movie.
cute.
The 1 minute.
I actually like went to the bathroom and like I turned my lights back
Me
on.
too.
I was like, it's a real intermission.
Did you flash the lights? Like, hey, like, intermission's almost over. Take your
like,
seats.
like, come on back. Stood in line for the bathroom.
Grab a quick
I
drink.
was like, oh, this is cool. I didn't think they were gonna do that. I just kind of thought it would just keep going. I
Yeah.
didn't know how they were gonna handle the intermission part.
That was a nice little nod.
Yeah, I
Mhm.
think because of that, though, you know, at the end when they bowed, and you know, usually like musicals or Broadway shows, they go off and then people clap and then they encore, they come back and then they bow again.
They all come
Yeah.
back, yeah.
I thought that was gonna happen, so I was like waiting, and then credits. I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, what did you think about the ending? Did you feel it was a little rushed, or it was just kind of like
I mean,
it's Hamilton?
but you know, because like the beginning, it started off with that Alexander Hamilton is just a summary of how he came to what we're doing now. Then they
Mhm.
ended this with a summary of what Eliza did after his death. Like it was like a
Yeah.
summary of what she did, and then
Yeah,
I thought that was cool.
it's nice that someone told his story.
Yeah.
It's kind of like how it started, right? It's a
Mhm.
summary of how he got his way to New York, or
Mhm.
got his way from the Caribbean up to, you know, the colonies,
Mhm.
and then it kind of did the same thing again, right? Where it just kind of summed up everything from there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then what did you guys think at the end, you know, when Eliza gasped at the very end? What do you think was that about?
Like when he gets shot.
No, at the very end of the whole thing, like of her song and the whole play, she like let out a gasp.
It's over?
Yeah, I was gonna say it's over. The show's over, or like that's the ending of Hamilton.
I didn't really think anything of it.
Hmm.
I was kind of just like, that's it. I want more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think to me it was like, because, you know, she was singing about like, if you were still here, you would do this, but I did this in your name. And like she helped, you know, with the Washington Monument. Like she did all these stuff for all the people she's met throughout her life. And then all of a sudden she's staring out in the audience and then she just like gasps. And so for me, I took it like, I don't know, I took it in a deep way. Like it was her time to go and she saw Alexander Hamilton again in the past life.
Oh, so she died?
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Oh, like they were reunited. kind of
Yeah,
thing.
they were reunited. And so she was like
Oh,
overwhelmed
okay.
with that.
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
So it ends with a death.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So what would you guys rate it out of 10? It would...
10. The $10
PG-13.
founding
sorry.
father.
No, 10 for sure. 10 for sure.
10
It
out of
just
10?
It just keeps your attention the entire time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's long.
It is.
It is.
I was like,
Almost
whoa.
But
an
it goes by quick.
Yeah.
It goes by super quick. Yeah.
Yeah. If you're really into it.
Mhm.
Yeah. Not to mention too, like I'm straight up into like R&B and rap and hip hop and stuff like that. So that's what got me the entire time.
Right?
I was gonna say, did you guys think you guys wouldn't like it, or were you afraid? Because I know a lot of people, I think, because of the topic is not interesting. I think they were maybe like, oh, I don't think I'll be into it. Because I thought that originally too. I was like, sounds
Yeah. I think like when it first came out, people were like, Hamilton. Who wants to do a play about
Right.
Hamilton? And I think
Yeah,
even
right.
David Diggs said that. Like he knew Lin-Manuel Miranda. He goes, yeah, I'm gonna write a play about Hamilton. He goes, that's gonna suck. Like,
boring.
but I I didn't think it would be this huge. And then I don't know. But if they had this like when I was in high school learning about American history, I would have learned a lot more.
Like, you know who Aaron Burr is.
Yeah, I know Aaron.
Right.
I know Aaron Burr.
Well, you knew him already, Chris. Big Daddy taught you
Yeah.
Yeah, Big Daddy helped me that. Adam Sandler helped me out with that.
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
Thanks, Adam.
And
Sandler.
Zach and Cody, right?
Yeah.
Sweet
Yeah,
life of Zach
yeah.
and Cody.
Zach and
Don't
Cody
forget
helped me
them.
out. Yeah, Hip Hop Anonymous. Yeah, and Rob Schneider.
Yeah.
Everyone in that movie.
Rob Schneider.
Bonnie.
I wipe my own ass. So.
All right, I got some trivia for you guys. It's to see how well you guys paid attention to Hamilton.
Wait, hold on. Is this like Hamilton questions, or is this like American U.S. history, or U.S. American history type questions? I only teach
Okay.
second grade. That's not a second grade standard.
You're not teaching them this stuff?
No, it's only
They
second grade.
need to know.
No.
Dude, your next class, you should come in like dressed as King George and just be like,
Oh,
"You
God.
be back."
God.
They would remember that forever.
God, I hope not.
But it's a little bit of both, but if you paid
Okay.
attention to the play, you should get most of them.
Okay,
Okay,
All right.
ready.
Are you guys ready?
Ready.
All right.
we'll see.
In the song My Shot, Alexander Hamilton tells his new friends that he possesses what? Is it A, a lot of books but no college? B, a lot of skills but no knowledge? Or C, a lot of brains but no polish?
B.
Yeah, I was gonna say B.
It's C.
I meant C.
All right. This one's not in the play, but it's kind of common knowledge.
Okay, I'm ready.
Alexander Hamilton's face is on which U.S. dollar
Oh,
bill?
Jen.
Is it the $1?
Jen.
It's multiple choice, Jen. Stop raising
Oh.
your hand.
Yeah, let me finish.
Sorry.
I didn't say 10. What if I didn't say 10?
I've been like, what? They lied.
It's 10.
The $10 founding father. Father.
So it's in the play.
Yeah.
Fill in the blank. The blank pamphlet, is it the Rambutan,
Reynolds.
Rotunda, Reynolds, or Ryan?
Rakuten.
Reynolds rap. Rakuten? It's not in Japan. This is U.S. history. Reynolds rap.
Reynolds.
Reynolds, it is. Hamilton was a member of Washington's first cabinet. Which U.S. department did he run? Was it the Justice Department, National Parks Department, State Department, or Treasury Department?
Treasury.
I like that part when George Washington, he goes, excuse me, and he asked George Washington, am I going to be Treasury or the other one? And then Washington's like, Treasury? He goes, Lego.
All right, last one. You guys are doing good
Thank you.
so far. You just missed one.
Try.
Wait, hold on. Is this supposed to be multiple choice? Because we're just kind of disregarding that.
Yeah, maybe I should not make it okay, this last one won't be multiple choice because of
Uh-oh.
that.
Dang.
You guys messed yourselves up.
Big Daddy.
Hip Hop Anonymous. Like,
In the song What Did I Miss?, Thomas Jefferson returns home from Paris to serve as president, which was Washington's first. So which role did he serve in Washington's cabinet?
this is when I need multiple choice. Thanks, Chris.
Yes.
True.
That's right.
True.
You guys want some multiple choice answers?
Please.
All right. Is it Secretary of State, Secretary of War, or Vice President?
Yes.
Secretary
Not
of
Vice
State.
President. I know that. Yeah, State.
Secretary of State.
Okay. See, that's way easier. I can
I'm gonna do Peggy's dance.
process of elimination.
That's Hamilton.
Alexander Hamilton.
Da 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 da. Did you guys have like a favorite scene that you guys liked? Like, it was just
Favorite scene.
visually you liked, or like
Satisfied.
anything? Like, not necessarily a song, but like just seeing it go on and stuff like that. Satisfied was a good one to watch. I like Yorktown,
What is that one?
the Battle of Yorktown, like the last battle before that ended.
Is that the one where they're saying boom? That one?
No, that's a different one. It was like the Battle of 17 something, right? No.
1781, and then they
17,
went in.
yeah.
That one was cool. Like, that was a turning point in U.S. history, and like there's so much dancing and like all that Yeah, there's so much dancing. The music changes up. Like they bring back my shot. Yeah, that was a good one. And one of my favorite parts in that song though was when Mulligan came out.
That's the part I was
And-
talking about. Yeah.
Oh yeah. So Mulligan comes out and he starts rapping like DMX,
Yeah. He's
and then he just comes out.
Mhm.
Yeah. And that was a good one too. That scene makes you want to do like two. That scene gets you pumped up. Like it makes you want to do. That makes you want to do one of two things. It makes you want to either join the colonists and join the battle, or it makes you want to become a Jabberwocky.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
America's Best Dance Crew?
Yeah. That was a really good scene to watch. It makes you pumped up. Yeah.
Dude, yeah, I agree.
So
That's a good one.
Yorktown. Yorktown was a good one.
Yeah. Ooh, I know another scene I liked. I liked that scene when Anthony. Oh my gosh, Alexander Hamilton.
Andrew Hamilton.
Andrew Hamilton.
Get it
He was
right.
writing, and then Eliza comes in. She's like, your son has a surprise for you. He goes, no, not now. She goes, it's his 9th birthday. And then grown.
That was a
Philip-
big ass 9-year-old, by the way.
I know.
Yeah.
But then like he goes, Dad, and then Eliza starts beatboxing, and then he starts rapping.
Yeah. I fucking lost it.
I was laughing.
You're like, whoa. Do you think he should have ended up with Angelica instead? Or do you think Eliza was a fit for him?
Eliza. She is stable.
Yeah.
And she is grounded. Like, imagine if he cheated on Angelica. Angelica would go nuts on him, I think.
Cut his balls off.
Yeah. She'd be like, you mother. Like,
But I like how, like, you know, after, like, the whole thing came out about him, like, cheating on his wife, and then Angelica came home, and he was like, oh, you're here. She's like, I'm here for my sister.
Yeah.
Not for
yeah,
you.
family's first,
Like-
bitch. Like, yeah, exactly.
He was all excited.
Yeah. Once a cheater, always a cheater.
I like seeing that though, like even like in the costumes and the set display, like you wouldn't really
Uh-huh.
notice it, but like the set display in the beginning was smaller, but it grew to make it look bigger as the
Mhm.
play went on because it was to show that, you know, they're getting more advanced, industrialized.
A lot of more things are happening.
Right.
Yeah.
And so then even like their costumes, like Hamilton's, like it started off he's in a white coat because he's like innocent. He's new to everything, and then all of a
Yeah.
sudden
Yeah.
it's color, and then at the end it's even like his glasses. Like he puts on glasses, he looks like he aged a bunch all of a sudden, and I was like,
Yeah.
That's when the only time he
Um,
wore glasses too throughout
Yeah.
the entire show.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And
That's true.
so just like small things like that, like even Eliza's dress changed, and
I didn't notice.
right.
I
think-
noticed his green suit. That
Yeah.
green suit was pretty cool.
Mhm.
I think the funny thing about him wearing the glasses, you know how like he missed on purpose? I think him wearing the
Mhm.
glasses,
Mhm.
like he knew he missed because he was wearing glasses.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
a good point.
What?
Like he missed
He missed his shot.
he missed his shot bah, 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 on purpose. And like he knew he knew where to aim because he was wearing glasses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did he even shoot him? I thought he raised it like Philip did.
Yeah, like he missed on purpose.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, I get it.
Yeah.
Right? And then like Aaron Burr at the end too, remember he said, oh, this world could have had both me and Hamilton in it.
Yeah, but he also even said that too. He was just like, "Oh, now people in history are gonna know me as the guy who killed Alexander Hamilton." And
Right.
like Aaron Burr, like that's how I know him. I don't know about everyone else, but like that's mostly how I know him, just because he killed, Alexander Hamilton, and you can see it on his face. He was just like, "Oh," like you could see the regret on his face, like what did I
Immediately,
just
because
do?
he tried to
Yeah.
go up, he tried to
Yeah.
run up to him right after.
By the way, missed
Mhm.
opportunity for someone to, when he shot him, and you could see the look on Aaron Burr's face. Missed opportunity for someone to be like, "Yep, you done messed up now, Ron."
Aaron.
Yeah, missed
Mhm.
opportunity.
We all thought it.
But he was never tried for that, I read. Like,
No.
he never, I think they, like, charged him, but he never, like, went to jail or anything. So
No.
he got away with murder.
Right?
Different times.
Do you think too, because
Yeah.
like for the Reynolds pamphlet, Hamilton wrote it himself and even had her letters in it. Do you
Mhm.
think if he didn't do that, Burr would have come out and told on him?
After he died?
No, like I mean,
Oh, like during the affair.
yeah, because remember he wrote it and he told Jefferson, Mulligan, Mulligan,
Mulligan.
yeah, Jefferson, Mulligan,
Oh no,
and
Madison. It was Madison.
Madison and
Yeah, Madison.
Burr before he even wrote it. And then he goes, it stays in this room. And then he wrote the pamphlet.
I mean, I think because of their rivalry was already built up at that point, so it's possible that he probably would have said like, "Hey, he probably would have blackmailed him." You know what I mean? Because their rivalry was just going. It was already kind of building up at that point.
Yeah.
That's true.
We'll never know.
We'll never know.
We can ask him. He didn't die.
Yeah, we can ask him.
He's still alive.
He's still alive. In fact, welcome Lin-Manuel. No, I'm kidding.
Our other guest today.
Special appearance.
We didn't talk about the rumor it happened, which I think is another like highlight song, right?
Can I just say?
Yeah.
When I was looking at I was following along like with the song list, and so like at one point like I knew he was having the affair. I thought the room where it happened, I thought it was referring to where he was cheating on her with.
Dude, I did too.
I thought that's what it was. I'm
where?
like,
really?
I was like waiting for it, and I'm
you
like,
can't talk about it.
Where it happened?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, you can't talk about that. And then I thought, oh wait, no, it's something else. Never mind.
Yeah.
I love the affair song though. That was a cool song.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh yeah, what was it?
You like just get over, or what was it? Like
Oh man.
something. Dun, 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 dun,
Da,
dun, dun,
da, da, da. Yeah, that.
that song.
Da 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 da.
Da, 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 da.
Just say no to it.
Say
or
no to
I
this.
Can't say no to this. Yeah, that's it. Just or can't say no to this or something like that.
Yeah, that one.
Say no to this. Yeah. Say no to this.
Say no to this.
I know. What did you think when you saw that? I mean, I knew it was gonna happen, but then when he kissed
You
her,
did.
I was like, "You done messed up to your wife, Eliza." Like I was like, if you just went to the lake with her, this would not have happened. Like,
Yeah.
bro.
He wanted that house to himself.
Yeah.
He did.
Like she walked to his house, and he walked her home. He knew. He was
Yeah. She
Oh,
is
yeah.
just some trickery.
What a manipulative. Yeah.
Mm.
Of course, it's the one who plays Peggy too. Fucking Peggy.
Yeah, Peggy, come on, choose something.
Peggy.
Like,
Yeah. Just because you can't get a man.
Wow.
Oh,
I guess all the
man.
Schuyler sisters hooked up with Hamilton.
Ish.
Kinda.
Yeah, so that's gonna do it for us, guys. Thank you for joining us on this episode of Filmtasmic. Thank you, Chris, for joining us. We love having you here.
Thanks for having me. Hope to be back another time.
Yes, stay tuned, you guys, for our next episode, which will be Moana.
Moana.
Okay, guys, so we'll see you real soon.
See you real soon.